Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about positioning in Battlefield games and FPS games in general. This is going to tie in with future videos. Currently working on a big video, but it kind of dawned on me that I need to make this one before that one. So positioning, essentially being in a space where you have the advantage in winning that gunfight over the enemy. Now you do this by exposing yourself less, by cutting angles, lines of sight. Now there's always going to be risk involved, it's just about minimising that risk in your favour. So before we go into some clips demonstrating positioning, good positioning, we're going to look at some positioning fundamentals. I have 4 points, keep these in mind when watching the following clips, and also when you're playing the game as well. In my opinion, these will help you massively with positioning. The advantage, you always want to have the upper hand, to have that advantageous position over the enemy in gunfights, essentially to survive, taking little to no damage at all. Number 2, minimising exposure. Now you want to be cutting your angles, lines of sight onto yourself from the enemy, essentially just minimising the risk. Number 3, awareness. Just general awareness. You want to be thinking what's going on around you, looking at the mini-map, checking audio, imminent threats, teammates just died, where from, do I need to worry about it? And this plays into my next point. Number 4, planning. You always want to be thinking about your next move. What's the objective here? Capture a flag, defend a flag, how am I getting there? What cover am I using? Can I fall back? You always want that room to manoeuvre. So keep these 4 fundamentals in mind, and we're going to look at some clips. So this first clip running in the background is on Battlefield 1, a game where positioning is key. Now you have the slower movement and you have to stand still while shooting to remain accurate, so positioning is where a player can really separate themselves. As you can see, I'm not exposing myself to unknown angles. I know where is safe or minimal risk is involved. Just playing with a bit of patience, pushing when needed, falling back when needed. And this is what you can practice, use cover, be aware of what's going on around you. And you can be rough with the aim. You don't have to be flawless with the aim. With good positioning, you just always have the advantage, and you just increase your survivability. I mean, just in this clip here, my positioning wasn't the best we've ever seen, or my aim wasn't the best we've ever seen, but I took very little damage here. Right, so let's break down this clip and see what's going on here, with emphasis on the 4 points that I mentioned earlier. So right here is planning. At this point, my objective is get to B. Now this area is a very high risk area. As you can see, there's 2 people in front of me. I'm quite happy with this position. I've got the wall to my right there that I can use to pop in and out of cover and take gunfights. My only concern is really to my left. So what I do is shoot them, but just stick to the wall. Just stick to the edge near these wooden bunkers, because I know to my left is unknown and I'm not exposing myself as much to the left side. And again, this is where planning comes into it. I've got to reload, I just fall back, get behind cover, and this dude just... This is why you fall back, and this is why you drop back, because people will try and thirst you, they'll try and get that kill, and just good planning, I just got another easy kill. This dude is just general awareness and good positioning. Like I said earlier, they are stuck to the right wall, which cuts the angles from the left side. He didn't know I was there, and also thank you Dice for giving me the audio there. Say what you want, but it did actually work there. So again, it's just repeating the steps. I'm still moving to B. I'm still thinking about what I want to do next. So the risk is still quite high. I'm cutting angles, minimising my risk. The timing for them to come around the corner was perfectly in line. Positioning is all timing. A lot of it is timing. Gunfights just seem to flow one after the other, and that's when you know you're doing it right. And the second clip is in Battlefield 5. It's quite a nice clip, got some good accuracy here, but really where the good position is at the end, right here. just win that gunfight on positioning alone. So we're going to break down why that was good positioning. So at this point I've already killed 2 people. There's another one here who I just dispatch, and then I think it's safe, and I sort of push forward and I reload. And this dude's right here looking at me, and I'm like, I'm in trouble here. What can I do? Well, at this point I've already decided, because my crosshair's over here. It's like, I've made a decision, I've got to get over here ASAP. Luckily for me, he missed a few shots. He'd done a bit of damage on me, but now I'm at 30% health, and I'm thinking, man, I'm in trouble. And just looking at the flag here, you know, I'm seriously in trouble here. And this is where the good positioning is. Now I know 100% he's going to push me there. I'm at 30% health here. Now what a lot of players normally do is they would tuck in this little corner here, and they would hide here or stick here, and this is where the good positioning is. I don't go into there, I push to the right, and it's more offensively, and I catch him off guard because he thinks that I'm over here, but I push to the right so I can see him to catch him off guard, and I win the gunfight. So let's watch it. Okay. It's just simple, but it's so effective. So kill this dude, bam. Oh, I'm in trouble. Bam. Push offensively, you know, just easy kill. He didn't expect me to be there, and he was in a running animation. He wasn't ready for that gunfight, and it's simple, but it's very effective. And so that's what you want to be practicing, you know. You always want the advantage. You minimize your exposure. You want to be aware of what's going on around you. Foreplan. Where are you going? Can I drop back? You know, and you can see that in these 2 small little clips. I just had the advantage in every single gunfight. And positioning is the most important skill in an FPS game. Battle Royales, Call of Duty, anything. You know, it just increases your survivability. Like I said before, you can be rough with your aim and you still get away with it. You know, aim comes better over time. And that's all you've got to do. It's quite simple. So I do have one more point on how to improve positioning. Everybody has their favourite YouTubers, streamers, or my YouTube content, you know, is watch high kill games and copy what they do. Break it down into sections of the map. For example, here, trying to push into the C flag on Devastation is notoriously quite hard to push through. Again, break it down into sections. Watch what I do, watch what they do in these situations. What positions do I go to? And just copy it. Just pretty much copy it. And over time and experience, it will just click. You'll see why you're winning these gunfights. Sometimes you'll lose, but you know, you'll learn from it. And it will start to make sense. And so to finish, you know, keep these 4 fundamentals in mind when playing the game. You know, you may find it quite draining at first, you know, to think about all these new things while in game. It's just because you're relearning the way you approach playing the game. But trust me, over time it will get much easier. You know, you'll get to a point where you don't even think about it anymore. It's hardwired into your thinking process. And in the long run you will be a better player. And hopefully I've made sense. It's a tough thing to explain, and it's a hard thing to get clips for where you really show it very well. It's very sort of situational. Get small glimpses of like really good positioning sort of thing, and I hope I can help someone out, and this sort of plays into future videos as well that I can refer back to. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like it. If you'd like to sub, please do. I've got more coming in the future, and I'll see you boys in the next one.